Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a couple of kooky, crazy kids in love that love reacting to some Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, this is Assassin's Creed 3, all cutscenes, part 7 that we're checking out today. And so if you want all of our Assassin's Creed reactions, we got a playlist for you.
Yep.
Are you ready to do this?
I am ready.
Okay.
Let's do it.
My enemy is tenacious. When money failed them, they took to force. But I have slain Johnson and Pitcairn both, ending their plots. George Washington now rallies the colonists and their march towards freedom begins in earnest. Little wonder then that the Templars now want him dead. They seek to reshape this land into something cold and ordered, something soulless. And he is an obstacle. I must save him, that his cause can flourish and my people remain safe. But the more I prod, the greater the chance I am discovered. The Templars believe their men lost the revolution. In their eyes, the assassins are gone and scattered, no longer a threat. But I fear they will soon discover the truth, and me along with it. I must tread carefully.
How fares the hunt, Connor?
There is progress, but I worry it is not enough.
You must strike where you need it most. What if you pursued Charles Lee and your father? What then
Definitely Charles Lee.
Paul Revere and the soldiers at Lexington?
Soldiers? There were no soldiers in those towns, only men and women who were forced to defend themselves.
Is this not why you fight? To protect your people? Your struggle is the colonists' struggle. In helping one, you help the other.
Encouraging words from one who thought mine a fool's errand.
Make no mistake, I still do. But I can't help but feel some pride in your success.
And why should I give you any credit?
Then don't. But first, return the robe and the blade and the darts and all of the years of training and knowledge I have bestowed upon you. Return these, and then your words may have some merit.
Gotcha there.
Or you could just admit that you are wrong.
Oh, child, please, you've killed 2 men. One more salesman than soldier. You're gonna have to try a lot harder than that to impress me.
Is that so, old man? Or perhaps we should step outside. I will gladly demonstrate how easily I could trounce.
Connor, this is Benjamin Talmadge. His father was one of us, no need for secrecy.
You're younger and stronger?
I think he has something he wants to say.
Achilles tells me you've uncovered a plot to murder the commander-in-chief.
Yes, but I have only false starts and dead ends to show for it.
Not anymore, my friend. Thomas Hickey's your man.
There
and
you go.
I aim to help you catch him.
How?
I'll explain on the way. You and I are going
Booze and
to
women,
New York.
his weakness.
Not an original weakness.
So what is your stake in all this?
Same as yours. Peace, stability. A land in which all might live side by side. Free and equal.
Why not join the Brotherhood then?
My father was an assassin. Quite good at his job too, as I understand it. But
Oh my god, okay.
don't get
Sorry,
bored
lady.
someday. It's hard to live in 2 worlds at the same time. So, I chose to live in one.
I understand.
I still contribute as I can. That's why we're here now.
What can you tell me of Thomas Hickey?
He has been running a counterfeiting ring in the city. Locate the source of his operation, and we can have him arrested. He cannot harm the commander if he is in prison.
Do you know where he is?
Not exactly, but I have an idea where we can begin the search.
So we just love to run into
There are
women
rumors
with
of
our
bad bills
horses.
being circulated here. No doubt they come from
Very
Thomas.
dramatic when it happens.
What are you up to? This isn't money. It's colored paper. You've cheated me for the last time. God!
Don't mind me.
It's totally normal for people to be up on roofs. Happens all the time.
Yep.
I heard what happened at the market. Boss wants everyone back at the shop. Says we strike tonight.
Be worried about that business with the guards. I'm telling you, it's nothing. Haven't had a spot of trouble since I started. Of course, I'm taking care to keep my distance.
Can't believe we're really gonna do this.
We'll be heroes. The ones who ended all this talk of revolution. They'll set us up like kings, they will.
You have but one year.
Nah, revolution. Bunch of troublemakers looking to upset the apple cart.
Sometimes the apple cart needs a good upset.
What's this? Thomas Hickey?
It's me
Might be.
kicking your ass.
What's it to you? Ain't supposed to be none of your kind left. Suppose I best be rectifying that then. Get him!
There's another one! Grab him! Touch those bills and I'll kill you!
Get him, get him.
Be still. You will do no more harm. You're a right fool meddling in affairs you know nothing about. Washington's the only thing keeping the Continental Army together. You kill him, you end all hope for freedom. Wrong, boyo. With him gone, they'll have no choice but to promote Lee, and then...
You are both under arrest!
Oh, but we were just having a scrap, officer. Ain't nothing wrong with two men settling their differences the old-fashioned way. Can't we come to a...
Quiet!
What are the charges?
Counterfeiting!
I had nothing to do with that.
Course not!
Listen, there are more important things at stake here. This man is planning to... You miss me, sweetheart. What? Nothing to say? If you are here, then Washington is safe. True. Thing is, I believe I've just been pardoned.
Charles Lee.
Thank you kindly for the rescue, gents.
There can be no further mistakes, Thomas. Am I understood?
What about the assassin? Yeah, he's here. They put him in a cell right next to mine. Guess we didn't get them all, eh?
Deal with this, Charles.
At once, sir.
What are we gonna do?
You're that boy from the Continental Congress. Adams's little lapdog. I think I have an idea. Yes. Two birds with one stone.
Do tell.
All in good time. It's not like the assassin's going anywhere. For now, we should see about getting you better accommodations here.
What are you on about? I thought I was getting out.
I'm afraid you won't be leaving for a while, thanks to Benjamin Talmadge. He's been running his mouth, saying all sorts of things. You're being investigated for plotting to assassinate George Washington.
What a bunch of bollocks. I thought you was gonna handle that.
We'll discuss this elsewhere.
Man, Charles Lee gives me the creeps. Yep, time to escape.
I think I would rather hold it in.
It's nice they allow you to interact with the bucket.
I'm telling you, he's planning to escape. We should get in on it.
Yeah? And what makes you think that?
Caught him carving something in the yard. Slipped it in his pocket real quick when he saw me. Looked like a key.
Probably just a shiv.
Nah, Mason ain't a fighter. Always talking and tricking his way out of trouble. Weasel Weems, they call him. Sneaky bastard.
Come on, Finch. He's not so bad. Even told me some letters once. Gonna write a note to my lady.
Ha! What for? You think that whore's out there pining for you?
Oh.
Dick.
Saving herself for when you get out? Huh? No doubt she's already moved on to the next fella, and the fella after him. You shut your mouth before I shut it for you. Easy now. Was just a joke. Yeah? Well, it
Yeah,
wasn't
bad
very
joke.
funny.
The girl he loves her whore. Ha 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 ha.
Get up!
Where are we going?
Stay out of trouble or you'll wind up in the pit.
Limit prison guard deaths to 2. Or no thanks.
Do I need to knock some sense into that thick head of yours?
I should try and find this Weems fellow. If he intends to escape, perhaps he can help me. Mason Weems?
Could be.
I need your help.
Oh?
They say you know a way out of here.
They say a lot of things.
I do not have time for games.
A shame, as I was hoping you might play one with me.
And if I beat you?
Are you familiar with the rules? Seeing as you already know mine, what's your name?
Connor.
Pleased to meet you, Connor. Well played. So, what brings you to Bridewell?
Treachery. I have been falsely accused.
Of course you have.
You do not believe me?
Why should I? You've the look of a brute.
You misjudge. I'm an honest man.
And yet, also a man imprisoned. Tell me how you found yourself in this place.
It is a private matter.
As is what you ask of me.
I was trying to prevent a murder.
Oh. Anyone I know?
George Washington.
George Washington.
The others put you up to this, didn't they? Thought it might be fun to have another laugh at Mason's expense. Fools, a lot of them. To make light of something like this. George Washington is brave beyond measure, loyal like a brother, peerless in character, and unshakable in his convictions. That man is our Jupiter Conservator, destined to lead us not just to freedom, but greatness. Anyone who says otherwise is either a simpleton or a traitor.
Then you understand why I need to get out of here. If I don't help him, he is going to die.
You're serious, aren't you?
Doesn't look like a man of jokes.
True.
Very well. But it's going to take some doing. See, everything hinges on the key I forged. But that loud Finch stole it. Took me 3 months to make the thing, too. You need to get it back, or
Kick Finch's ass.
we're not
Got
going anywhere.
Yeah.
Consider it done.
Or just pickpocket it. Yeah. Probably better.
This key is useless.
What are you looking at? You in the market for a husband?
I relinquished the tools of my trade to play the viola on Sunday.
Your key is useless.
What do you mean?
It did not fit the lock.
It's not meant to.
You forged a key that does not work.
Well, that all depends on what you mean by work. It'll get us out of here. Just not the way you expected.
Then how?
For the front gate?
You're going to use it to get the real key off the warden. You have to swap yours for his.
Why not just have me take the real key? Why all this extra work?
He might notice if it went missing. This way, he'll be none the wiser.
And when he tries to use it?
He won't. That's why we're targeting him.
How do I reach the warden?
Yes. This next part, you may not like.
Oh, as if I've liked the others. Out with it.
You need to pick a fight.
Oh, he'll like that.
Pick a fight, and they'll throw you in the pit.
And how in the world does this help us?
The warden oversees the pit. Getting sent there is the only way to reach him.
I'll give you credit.
Should have beat up Finch after all.
You've given this plan to risk my life a great deal of thought.
Take down as many as you can.
Oh, okay.
1 or 2 will only serve to entertain the guards. You need to make them angry. We all have our part to play. Try not to die.
And sleep. Oh, gosh. Son of a bitch. Oh, nice. Maybe just go down on the first one.
Fancy yourself a troublemaker, eh? Some time in the pits to cool your blood.
Look at all of you, pathetic, dirty wretches. You're not but swine, suckling at the teats of civilization. Thieves and scoundrels all. And do you acknowledge this? Do you repent and beg forgiveness? No. You elected...
Oh, we're gonna let him keep his rambling.
Need to take care not to raise the alarm.
Super stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Whistle. Gotta whistle and make him come back to you.
Mm-hmm.
You'll find Hickey through that door. It's where they keep the important prisoners. Nicer rooms, more space, those sorts of things. It seems even in prison, who you know makes all the difference.
Thank you, Mason, for everything. I will find a way to repay the favor when my work here is finished.
Just the screaming in there.
Mm-hmm.
Disturbing.
Yeah, is there like a torture chamber in this jail? Yep.
Not who you was expecting, am I right?
What have we here? I thought we'd finished off your kind.
You would like that, wouldn't you? To
Yep,
rid the
would.
world of all who do not share your views.
That's exactly what they want.
Guilty as charged. Your meddling in the revolution has caused us no small measure of grief. It cannot continue. Our work is too important. But what would you know beyond all the lies Achilles feeds you and the tales you tell yourself?
I know that the people wish to be free, and that men like Washington fight to make it so.
Please, the man is weak. He stumbles and stammers through each engagement, making it all up as he goes along. His pedigree is pathetic, his military record even more so. I could go on and on, but we'd be here
I'm
for
sure you
days.
could.
So manifold are his faults, so deficient are his merits. He must be dealt with. You as well. I will abide no more flies in the ointment.
Here's how it's gonna work. First we bind you and bring you to your cell. Then tomorrow, you go before the court, accused of plotting to kill good old Georgie. Maybe we could pin the murder of the warden on you too. You did kill him after all. And who wouldn't take the word of Charlie over here? Once that's all squared away, well then,
All those years ago, the child in the forest was you.
Damn.
I said I would
memory.
find
And so you have.
But not quite as you had expected, am I right? You know, all of this might have been avoided had you only done what I asked. But what's done is done.
Can't wait till Charlie gets it.
Mm-hmm.
Up! Up with you! I said get up! Walk!
Damn, Connor, how you getting out of this? I think Achilles is gonna have to come out of retirement and save your ass.
Hello, Connor. Didn't think I'd miss your going away party, did ya? I hear Washington himself is going to be in attendance. Hope nothing bad happens to him.
You said there'd be a trial.
Oh, no trial for traitors, I'm afraid. Lee and Haytham sorted that. It's straight to the gallows for you.
I will not die today.
If it was a trial,
The same cannot be said for you.
Ooh, good line.
Keep moving.
His hands aren't really tied. There's nothing holding him.
It's true.
He's gonna be free. There we go.
Ooh.
Okay, you're going the wrong way. That's for running me over with a horse.
You are not alone. Only give a cry when you need us.
Forget about me. You need to stop Hickey. He's...
Up you go. Don't want to be late now, do we? You just had to be an hero, didn't you? You and Georgie both. Now you see what it gets you. A pine box and little else.
I mean, I really don't like Hickey, but I hate Lee.
I know.
Like, Hickey, I'm like, you're just a dumb thug.
Yep.
Like,
Fellow patriots, several days ago we learned of a scheme so vile, so dastardly, that even repeating it now disturbs my being. The man before you plotted to murder our much beloved general. Indeed, what
Brawl on the roof. Oh, damn.
him none can say, and he himself offers no defense, shows no remorse. And though we have begged and pleaded with him to share what he knows, he maintains a deadly silence.
that's cool.
If the man will not explain himself, if he will not confess and atone, what other option do we have but this? He sought to send us into the arms of the enemy. and thus we are compelled by justice to send him from this world. May God have mercy on your soul.
Up yours, Charles Lee.
Need to stop, Hickey. Go!
Get him. I need a hero.
Not today, buddy.
Yeah. Slow motion hatchet to the back.
Damn it. I thought I'd at least live to see another day. Shame.
I want answers.
It's taking pretty well.
Why did Johnson try and buy my people's land? Why was Pitcairn targeting Adams and Hancock? What purpose would Washington's murder have served? Why does your order
That's a lot of
support the
questions,
British?
dude.
Yeah.
How should I know? The Templars, Lee,
Yeah, he knows
big
nothing.
man Hatham, they has the money, they has the power. That's the reason I threw him with them. That's the only reason. Sure, they have some sort of vision for the
But he
future
doesn't care.
too.
Just a dumb
I don't
thug
give
for
a damn
hire.
about any of that. They can sing their songs about mankind and its troubles. They can make their plans and spring their traps. Don't bother me none. They paid me, so I said yes. Didn't bother to ask who
Pretty
or
simple,
how
transactional.
or why. Didn't care.
You chose to side with men who would rob us of our humanity simply because it was more profitable?
What else is there? I'm not some blind fool who give up all I've got on principle. What is principle anyway? Can you bring it to the bank? Don't look at me like that. We're different, you and I.
Yeah.
You're just some blind fool who's always chasing butterflies. Whereas I'm the type of guy who likes to have a beer in one hand and a tea in the other.
Said
Thing
alcohol
is,
women.
boy, I can have what I seek. Had it even. Your hands will always be empty.
No beer and titties for you.
At ease, man! At ease!
Putnam!
I said, lower your goddamn guns! This man's a hero!
Hey, there we go.
Oh, the general can be so stubborn sometimes. Piffle, he said, when we warned him something like this would happen. Piffle!
Stop.
Don't even know what piffle means.
He wanted to kill the commander. Nearly killed you as well. He was a scoundrel.
But still a man.
You're nothing if not consistent.
Where is Washington? I need to speak with him.
Bundled off as soon as your execution went sideways. He's likely on his way back to Philadelphia by now.
And so am I.
Something wrong?
Yeah, a
He
lot.
is still in danger. Hickey did not act alone.
It's quite impressive what you've accomplished.
Is that a compliment?
Now, don't misconstrue. I'm sure the whole endeavor will end tragically. But to have come this
With
far,
confidence?
well, it's more than I ever expected.
The people yearn for freedom but feared to grab hold of it. That fear is gone now.
Thanks to you,
No. This they did on their own.
you diminish your role. But you have always been of humble heart.
I do what is right. No more, no less.
You cannot tell him.
I have to. Otherwise, he will never be safe.
He is safer not knowing. By planting the seeds of doubt, you threaten to topple his entire endeavor. If Washington is paralyzed, Charles Lee will strike. You'll cause the very thing you aim to prevent. Hunt the Templars, as is your duty. But do not drag these men into it.
And for the support of this declaration,
We must now all hang together. Yes, we must indeed all hang together. Or most assuredly, we shall all hang separately.
You are once more our savior.
I must speak with the commander.
He's gone to try and hold New York. The British intend to take it. I fear we'll need to recall our men from Quebec as well. It's one thing to declare our independence. Now, my friend, we must make it so.
Everything all right? Sean has located a second power source. I've asked Rebecca to charter a flight for us.
Where to?
Brazil.
Fun.
Didn't expect Brazil to look so gloomy. My allergies are acting up now. I can feel like how itchy my nose is.
Yeah, they're bad today.
You there, Rebecca?
Bad reception. Can you hear me?
Well, glad to see that's working. Guess I'll try you back when I'm topside.
I mean, you don't really even need to push them.
I was gonna say, I was like,
There's
are they
plenty of room on the other
pickpocketing
side.
you?
Yeah.
Like, no need to be that close.
Yeah, now, see, now. Rub shoulders.
You copy now?
Loud and clear.
What's the plan?
According to our intel, the power source is being worn as a bracelet by some tycoon's trophy wife. We're working on pinpointing her location, but she's most likely inside a VIP booth on the stadium's upper level. I'll update you when I know more.
Now to find a ticket.
We don't have time to play nice. Steal someone else's.
Bit of a dick move, don't you think?
Well, I guess you could try and sneak past security instead.
Yeah. Which option you gonna choose? I'll sneak past security. That's nice. Didn't want to steal someone's ticket.
That doesn't look like normal security.
Because it isn't. Those are Abstergo agents. Cross is probably here too. You need to be careful.
Murder bush.
Podia acontecer, Luísa. A gente não queria que acontecesse. Só aconteceu. Sinto muito.
Sente muito? Ela é minha irmã, cara! A porra da minha irmãzinha!
Que bando de natinha! Passa 20 minutos simulando ser canal e fatura milhões. Eu quebro
Other
as costas,
side.
trabalhando 80 horas por semana para tirar 100 pratas e olha lá. Agora tenho que...
Oh, crap.
Hey!
Nice chest bump.
Hurry, Desmond.
Never thought that was an effective way to, like, get away from somebody.
You can't let that happen.
Alguém está pra segurança!
Aquele cara tá maluco!
Not it. It's nice that guy's just waiting for his turn.
Yeah, very considerate of him.
Ali está!
Better move. Okay, head for the metro. I'll hold the train for you.
Oh, slick.
Damn. Guy was not messing around.
Back in the happy van.
We can get back to Connor whenever you're ready, Desmond. Unless you want to plug in the power source first. Up to you.
Oh, look at that. I found a third power source.
Already?
It popped up in an earlier search, but I've only just managed to confirm it.
Where? Let's see, Foxy.
She got OGs too.
In
Yeah.
Cairo with one on display.
I guess Connor will have to wait.
No, you stay. We need to find that key, and time is running out. I'll make the trip.
What about Cross?
Everything's going to be fine. I'll be back soon.
I miss you, Steve, so much.
Ready when you are, Desmond.
So yeah, I mean, like, you talked about how you obviously don't like Hickey, but Charles Lee was really the one that you hated. Like, and yeah, it's just, I think like we found there at the end, kind of like why that was. It's just like, because Charles Lee just has that whole, I don't know, air of pretentiousness and self-righteousness and yeah, just thinking he knows better for like the Templars are, like they know the best way for everyone to act and to be, and like, you know, damned with free will or not. Whereas Hickey himself, like, he's not like an admirable guy, but like he's just very basic for lack of a better word. It's very simple-minded. It's just like, okay, this is all he wants. He has no like really like ideology or anything like that. So it's kind of hard to hate him. It's like, it's just, he just is who he is. And in some ways, like, kind of a victim of circumstance.
Ooh, I think we might be giving him a bit too much credit now. Like, to me, Hickey is apathetic, whereas Lee is evil.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
Makes
Lee
sense.
is pursuing what I would consider an evil ideology, which is to like make everyone else subservient to a small group of those who are chosen worthy to rule. And like that to me is evil. He also like wants to wipe out all the Native Americans. So evil again.
Yeah.
He's evil, but it's behind the mask of self-righteousness and being for everyone else's own good, which is just disgusting. Whereas Hickey's a dumb brute, and he's just apathetic. He cares about no one but himself. He does what he wants for himself, and everything is a means to an end. So you can't respect him. There's nothing admirable about him. You don't like him, but it's not like his orbit is like this big versus like Charles Lee that wants the whole world.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, he doesn't necessarily care if he's harming others to get what he wants, but he's not looking to take over the world. To what you did say in terms of being a victim of circumstance, one thing that I will say is it seems like he probably grew up with nothing and struggled his whole life.
Yeah.
And so on that front, it makes you understand why all he cares about is money to do the things that he wants to do. At the same time, at some point, we usually do learn a little bit better and about a world beyond ourselves, which makes us even adopt certain ideologies and like, you know, have an awareness of it not being all about the money I consume to do what I want. So like on that front, I'm like, I can see you giving a little bit of an inch there, but I don't think we go the full mile into him being a victim.
Yes and no. I mean, you don't know like who he met a lot. Like a lot of times the reason that happens, like we might like grow out of that selfishness or learn to believe in something and like want to strive for like something, you know, better than just like simple pleasures in life, is like the people along the way, you know, that like someone that you meet that helps you, that inspires you, that guides you, you know, and if you just kind of never have that, because the people like that you're surrounded yourself with aren't great people. And it's kind of like when you're in it, it's tough to see that, like it's tough to see that like everyone around you is just like making you a worse person or whatever. Like
the good old you are who you hang with.
Yeah. And so I think I think you're right. Like I think especially just with the way he talks and everything, it just seems like he came from a rougher background and less affluent or upbringing.
Yeah. I can definitely thank you, Bucky, for the kisses. That's very sweet. I can definitely see that. And I think there's a product of circumstances, and certainly like, you know, there's a reason why the founding fathers are more privileged and well educated. Like they have the ability to entertain the thoughts of ideology that somebody who's working 24/7 and living hand to mouth probably doesn't get to sit around reading books on these things and having these kinds of discussions. At the same time, there's a degree of personal responsibility that I think is there to realize the world doesn't revolve around you and your wants. Like at some point, even if you're not hanging out with the best people, at some point, there's an awareness that enters your sphere that this is not the way to live. And you either choose to acknowledge that or you choose to ignore it. Hickey obviously ignored it continuously. But I mean, I do think at some point, at least by the time we become adults, like there has to be an awareness of like, hey, the world doesn't revolve around me. There are other people on this planet that I share it with, and maybe I shouldn't go around being a dick.
Yeah, that's true. I did like the whole walk up to the gallows and like seeing the our assassin team or whatever like on the roof taking people out and like
people falling off buildings.
Yeah, in position to help us out. And the prison scene, I mean, like I said, just the haunting screams that like were within the prison, like disturbing.
Very disturbing. And the other part that I found disturbing, but I also appreciated them putting in, was the hood going over our head and like obstructing, but not totally taking away our vantage, like our view. And then the sound of the breathing as we're in the mask. I was like, ooh, this is something that I don't ever want to experience. And yet I appreciate the detail that they put in to make me feel that like, hey, the hangman's a coming and you're about to fall, and make that signal happen like now.
Yep. All right. So let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And if you want early access, you can get that here on YouTube. Join our YouTube membership and get a month ahead. You can also get that over on Patreon if you want early access to both channels.
Yeah.
Go ahead and check that out. Links in the description of this video. Thanks for watching Assassin's Creed with us, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.